Running back LeSean McCoy is facing troubling allegations of domestic violence as his girlfriend's friend Mia shared graphic images of the alleged assault on Instagram. McCoy's girlfriend Alicia is shown in these pictures with cuts and bruises across her face, with a caption calling McCoy the devil and an animal. The post also accuses McCoy of taking steroids and beating his dog. In response, McCoy issued a strong denial on Instagram, saying, quote, "For the record, the totally baseless and offensive claims made against me today on social media are completely false. Furthermore, I have not had any direct contact with any of the people involved in months." McCoy, who will turn 30 years old later this week, is coming off another Pro Bowl season for the Bills, who told ESPN's Diana Rossini that they are aware of and looking into the allegations against McCoy.
All right, let's get into it. Okay, for one, they said he beat the woman. Then they said that he takes steroids and he beats his dog. Sound like somebody is jealous. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. But let's backtrack. All right, let's just go back through some history and historical people in football within the last 15 years and look how they've been thrown to the wolves for making mistakes and they've gone public and how everything was taken from them. And people just hated to see them and they had to make a way to get back. Let's take the first thing: beating his dog, Michael Vick. Michael Vick, played for the Falcons, played for the Steelers, played for the Eagles. He's the only player in history that had two $100 million contracts. Uh, he was riding high until the whole dog thing came up, and that came from his family who did that. This guy here, LeSean, said he wasn't around any of these people. It sounds suspect to me. The girl's face looks terrible. I don't know if he did it. If he did, he's going to be punished for it. But we know that there's a lot of scammers out there trying to get your dough. And we know one way of getting your dough, especially if you're a professional football player, is to trap you. And the best way to trap any professional football, basketball player is with a woman. It is what it is. Most famous men have been trapped and paid out, and some of them have done some stuff that wasn't right, and other ones they were just trapped. Junior Seau. He thought it was a woman, turned out it was a man. He got catfished. Um, Moving along, let's what they say: he beats his dog, he takes drugs. Look, I think everybody in sports takes drugs. I think they do. I think everybody in sports has to do it. It's so hard and it's so aggressive and it's so fast. I don't care. I think everybody's doing it. Sharapova, Colin Kaepernick. I mean, reports are coming out of all kind of people taking these performance enhancement drugs. Track and field, with one guy got caught twice. Tyson Gay got caught. From Ben Johnson all the way to who's a guy who's still running for America, has been caught twice, and they still let him run. I just don't understand why he is still running. I don't get it. You've been caught twice. And then let's move on up to just the woman beating itself. We've seen a lot of players go down, most notably Ray Rice, when everybody saw on camera when he punched his fiance at the time, now his wife, in the face because she struck him. And his immediate reaction was to punch her. They pretty much crucified him for that. You don't hit a woman, but Nobody crucified the woman. So once again, I'm confused. If you don't want to be hit, then don't hit people. You don't get a pass because you're a woman. And this whole, the woman is the weaker sex, this is no longer true. Women have stepped up their game to the point where they want to take over a man's role. And I don't condone fighting anyone, because if some woman gets on here and you condone hitting women, no, I don't condone nobody hitting anyone. I don't take the woman's side because she's a woman. I just don't. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to be like, you're a woman, I'm going to take your side. Absolutely not. That's dangerous. Because we know that both sexes are, have their pros and cons and their strengths and weaknesses, and we use them. That's just it. And most likely we use them against people we know the most, on each other, the people we so-called love. It is what it is. So I'm not buying that. But in this case, I don't know who struck who. All I know is they need to do a thorough investigation. We also seen the same thing with that running back who got suspended from Dallas. Came out of Ohio State. He got suspended for, 6 games? And took them out of the running for the playoffs. Ezekiel Elliott. But, of course, now he's back. That was because of domestic violence. So the NFL is coming down really hard on domestic violence, and they should. But they need to make sure they investigate, because don't let anyone get away with anything. Merriweather, I think, it wasn't Merriweather. It was he's not an athlete, but nonetheless, the trap game is real. You can get trapped. So, they'll go after, people will go after your money. I don't know if McCoy is innocent. I don't know if he's guilty. I'm just going to wait and see the report. But there's no way I'm just going to assume that he's guilty and or innocent. I'm just not going to do it. And all I can say is, if the woman is hurt, I hope she gets better. If he did it, I hope he's punished. But if she's lying and somebody else did this to her, I hope that person is punished. And I don't think she did it to herself. So there's some, there's his story, her story, and the truth is in between somewhere. So, let's just see what really happened, because I don't think even if he didn't do the crime, as in physically hit her, there's some influence there. There's something that happened between the two. That's just how I feel about it. Like I said, I hope she gets better. And I hope they just don't throw him to the freaking wolves. I just hope they don't. Just find out what's going on, and, there's that. It's your boy Tom 202.